Good morning. I am Dr. Pranita Balve, working as an assistant professor in Department of Civil Engineering of MVP Samaj's KBT College of Engineering, Nashik. In the last session, we have studied the introductions to the fluid mechanics, then its definition of the fluids, branches of the fluid mechanics, and what is its application into the field of civil engineering. Now, today's sessions, we are going to study the different properties of the fluid. Now these properties of the fluid is important because we are in our day-to-day life we are using the different fluids into the machineries or in the different network system. Let us consider the example of the hydraulic machines. In hydraulic machines, the oil is used as a lubricant. So therefore, it is important to study the properties of the oil with changing temperature and pressure. Secondly, suppose if we want to design any distribution system, so in that distribution system, whatever the fluid is flowing from that, so to studying the properties of the fluid is important. So there, as well as in the construction of the hydraulic structure, so what is its effect on that structure is important, and therefore we are going to study the properties of the fluid. The very first property of the fluid is the density or mass density. It is represented by a symbol rho. It is defined as the ratio of mass of the fluid to its volume. In SI system, the unit for mass is kg and for volume is meter cube, and therefore unit for the mass density is kg per meter cube. The density of the liquid may be considered as a constant, but density of the gases changes with change in temperature and pressure. Mathematically, the mass density can be represented by a symbol rho, and it is shown in the form of mass of the fluid to its volume. In fluid mechanics, water is considered as a standard fluid, and therefore density of the water is 1000 kg per meter cube, or we can say it is a 1 gram per cc. Second property of the fluid is the specific weight or weight density. It is represented by the symbol gamma. In SI system, the unit for the specific weight is Newton per meter cube. Weight of the fluid is nothing but the one type of the force, and it is acting from the Cg of the body. So therefore, unit for the weight of the fluid is Newton, and unit for the volume is nothing but the meter cube. And therefore, in SI system, the unit for the specific weight is Newton per meter cube. Weight of the fluid can be write in the form of mass of the fluid into the acceleration due to gravity. So therefore, mass of the fluid upon volume will be the rho, that is mass density into g. So therefore, specific weight or weight density can be represented as mass density into acceleration due to gravity. In the fluid mechanics, the weight density of the water is given as 9810 Newton per meter cube or 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. Next property of the fluid is the specific volume. Generally, this term is applicable in terms of the gases because gases are light in weight. So therefore, it's difficult to measure that molecules of the gases. Therefore, specific volume is applicable to the gases only. What is the definition of the fluid mechanics? See here, it is defined as volume of the fluid occupied by the unit mass or volume per unit mass of the fluid. In SI system, the volume is measured in terms of meter cube and mass is measured in terms of kg. So therefore, unit for the specific volume is meter cube per kg. Mathematically, it can be expressed as a volume of the fluid upon the mass of the fluid, or it is the reciprocal of the mass density. Now the term is the specific gravity. It is represented by symbol capital S or G. It can be defined as the ratio of weight density or density of the fluid to the weight density or density of the standard fluid. It is the ratio of the same quantity, so therefore it does not have any dimensions, and therefore it is a dimensionless quantity. In case of the liquids, the standard fluid is considered as a water, and for the gases, standard fluid is taken as the air. Mathematically, this specific gravity can be represented as, for liquids, it can be defined as weight density or density of the liquids to the density or weight density of the water. And in case of the gases, specific gravity is given by weight density or density of the gases upon weight density or density of the air. From this specific gravity term, if we want to calculate the weight density of the liquid, then it can be determined the specific gravity into weight density of the water, that is gamma is equals to S into 1000 into 9.81 or S into 9810 Newton per meter cube. Similarly, density of the liquid can be calculated as specific gravity into density of the water. Mathematically, rho is equals to S into 1000 kg per meter cube. Next property of the fluid is the viscosity. It is represented by a symbol mu, mu. It is defined as the property of the fluid which offers resistance to the movement of one layer of the fluid over the another adjacent layer of the fluid. The diagram shows velocity variation over the solid boundary. Any fluid is flowing over the solid boundary, then at the very bottommost part of this solid boundary, the velocity is 0, but as the depth of the water increases from this solid surface, then velocity also increases. This profile have the nature parabolic, and this parabolic nature of the velocity profile is considered. Now in this velocity profile, we have considered the two layers at a distance of y and y plus dy distance. So correspondingly, u and u plus du are the velocities of that fluid layers. When such a two fluid layers are moving, they offer the shear stress in between. This shear stress is proportional to the velocity gradient. Mathematically, we can express that shear stress in terms of the tau. This tau is directly proportional to the du by dy. What is du by dy? Du by dy is nothing but the changing velocity with respect to the depth. It is called as the velocity gradient, or also called as the rate of shear deformation. So therefore, to remove this proportionality constant, we have considered the constant of proportionality. It's called as the mu. Therefore, tau is equals to mu into du by dy. This proportionality constant is also called as the coefficient of dynamic viscosity or only viscosity. Now we have to calculate the unit for this dynamic viscosity or only viscosity. So therefore, we are rearranging mu is equals to tau upon du by dy. Now tau is nothing but the shear stress, and du by dy is nothing but the rate of shear strain, or it also called as the velocity gradient. So here we have shown mu is equals to shear stress upon changing velocity upon changing distance. But again, shear stress is nothing but the shear force upon the surface area, and velocity can be represented as a length upon time. Change in distance can be shown as a length. So therefore, if after rearranging this term, we are getting the unit for the dynamic viscosity or only viscosity is Newton seconds per meter square. Newton per meter square is the unit for the pressure, that is Pascal. Unit for the pressure is Pascal. So mu can also be represented as pascals per second. In CGS system, that dynamic viscosity can be expressed as dyne seconds per meter square. Another unit to determine to measure the viscosity is the poise, and relation between poise and Newton seconds per meter square is nothing but the 1 poise is equals to 1 upon 10 Newton seconds per meter square, or 10 poise is equals to Newton seconds per meter square. Practically, how you can study this viscosity term? Let us take the example of the coconut oil. In winter season, the coconut oil is the thick. Viscosity of water at 20 degrees Celsius is 0.01 poise or 1 centipoise.